Hi guys, and welcome back to Sunday Self-Care and Spicy Reads. This week, guys, it's hot outside. Like, it's ridiculously hot out there right now. It's like 9 o'clock at night. It's hot, sweaty, sticky and humid. It's not a great combo. But this week, the vibe is I need to do my nails. Look how long they are. That is all mine. I need to do them like now before they break, and because that's not it. I'm gonna do, you know, the dip powders. Yeah, stay with me. I'm gonna do a dip powder this week because it's still gonna take me ages, but they're a lot quicker to do. And the books we're going to talk about this week is the Edge of Darkness series. Did I intend to start this series when I did? No, I had no idea of it. I'd not seen it anywhere. I'd seen no one post about it. Also, side note, this is chocolate ice cream I had about 10 minutes ago. You're going to ignore it, okay? I had not been recommended. There was no content online I saw about it. It was recommended through my Kindle Unlimited subscription. You know, like it says, you got the app, you know. It was recommended on there. And I was like, fuck it, let's add it. Added it, and then I needed a new book to read while I was washing up, because we all know by now I read on my phone while I wash up because it passes the time quicker and I wash the dishes better. Life hack right there for you. I had no intention of reading it, but I'm glad I did. I haven't finished the last one. Don't spoil it for me. I'm joking. By the time you watch this, I'll have already finished it. Hopefully. But let's get straight into it, shall we? Spoiler warning. If you haven't read the books, don't watch the video. Okay? Pause, rewind, bookmark, bye-bye. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I have to, there's like, you get, you've probably seen it. You get like 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So like you put step 1 on, obviously, and then step 2, and then you dip, then you dip, then you dip. And then you put the one that hardens it on, and then you file it a little bit, you buff it so it's nice and smooth, and then you top coat it. Should be easy peasy, right? We'll see how long it takes me. But I had a fall, I just had a brainwave. How about, stay with me, what if I do this, so it's kind of like your base, like your standard acrylic. If I like layer that up so it's nice and thick, so it's going to be durable, and then what about if I do some cherries? Try to do some cherries with the gel polish. I don't even know if you're supposed to mix these two together, but I've already decided that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and keep it in this so that I don't make too much mess. I doubt it will stay that way, but let's try. Oh, I'm sticking to my sofa, so if you hear squeaks and stuff, no you didn't, it's just me sticking to the sofa. Okay, so let's go on to talk about the book finally. So when I started this series, The Edge of Darkness, Insatiable is the first one. I didn't have too high hopes for it. I just thought it was going to be one of those things that like I put down and literally only picked back up when I was washing up. Not the case, no. Ooh, I thought Cade Meadows was a good character. And what does that say about me, right? Anyways, Cade Mitchell in this book. Ooh, Cade Mitchell. So you've got Stacey Rhodes. Stacey Rhodes. He is a dancer. She does like hoop, aerial, pole dancing, that kind of stuff. She does like nice, sexy, sensual dancing, yeah. She's a hot dancer. Cade Mitchell is he's a twin. He has a twin sister who is called Lucelia. Lucelia and Stacey are besties. It's set in where is it set? It's set in Scotland, but they don't do what I think is cringy in books. I don't like it. They don't do like any, there's no notion to a Scottish accent. There's nothing there. It's just normal, which I quite liked. Like there's no mention, like obviously the surroundings and stuff is, but there's no like specific accent mention or anything like that. Cade Mitchell is the son of a sociopath. I think he says a sociopath. And he always kind of worried that he was a sociopath too. His sister's like literally sunshine, and he is legit the definition of the grumpy twin. He doesn't have any emotions, like it's been known, like he sees a psychologist and stuff like that. He always has. Enter Stacey. He meets Stacey, they hit it off straight away, but he is like, she's like forbidden to him because Stacey is besties with his twin sister, Lucelia. I think I'm saying that wrong. Lucelia wants to like make it very known right pretty early on that her friends are not to fuck with her brother or her brother's friends. So there's 3 girl besties. You've got Lucelia, Stacey and Tyler. And then you've got the 3 boy besties. You've got Cade, Bass, his name's Sebastian, but they call him Bass, and Des. Okay? Des and Tyler, they like each other. Cade and Stacey, they like each other. And then you've got Lucelia and Bass, they like each other. But nobody is allowed to get with anybody because it just, like, there's a potential to fuck up the dynamic. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, let's not ruin it, okay? So it kind of like time jumps quite a bit, and then you get a lot of memories and stuff. You find out that Cade and Stacey are exes, and he's really sour. You don't know why. You shortly find out she cheated on him. He fucking hates her guts, but he also stalks the shit out of her. Like he watches her through security cameras and shit like that. Which sounds really fucked up, but I've just finished reading Lights Out, so like, is there a problem? Not here, there's not. Anyway, he actually tries to off everybody that she sleeps with after they've split up, which, to be fair, I don't think there's a lot. She's hiding some secret demons in her closet. He's definitely hiding a few in his. He actually ends up being part of the underworld. Yeah, really, really fucked up. Think Haunting Adeline, but role reversal. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Basically, he hates her for a misunderstanding. She tried to explain her end 3 years ago when they split up. He refused to hear her out. And now, here we are. They both love each other, both being stubborn as shit. And it's horrible. They kind of mess about a bit. He's tried to stay away from her for 2 years and just watch her from afar. It hasn't worked. And now he is back in her life again, being really nasty to her. Obviously, because she fucking cheated on him and he hates her. But, like, he's still obsessed with her. And he's a psychopath. And he has never once been sexually attracted to anybody other than her. Which, sorry, girl's dream. Literally. Yeah, so obviously it's really hard for him, and he's like still not over the fact that she fucked it all up. Like, they were gonna have it good. Anyway, lots of shit goes down. Flipping tons. This book was like, yes. Plot holes were not a thing in this flipping series. It was so good. I am now dragging my feet ridiculously because I don't want to finish it. although there is a spin-off duet, I think, like novella duet, and I think there is actually another little one as well. Maybe I think there's like three novellas like that in this universe, but it's just not the same, and I know I'm gonna be so sad when I finished it. But this series, like, it blew my mind, because if you've read Haunting Adeline, if you haven't, stop watching now, because I'm going to talk about stuff in that you should probably find out when you read it instead of being told. In Haunting Adeline, obviously we know that it's Addie, Addie? Is her name Addie? No, it's Addie. We know that it's Adeline that, did I just say, is it Adeline in Haunting Adeline? I will have a moment for that. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so you know how obviously it's her that is the victim in that, and we know all the horrible stuff that she goes through. Well, imagine that, but it's him it happens to, but also it's way fucking worse, because it's, you know, you're right, I tell you what, P. Diddy, we all know what's going on with P. Diddy in Hollywood, even though it's trying to be brushed under the carpet, yeah? Think that scale, but think Scottish, British underworld. Yes. And one of the victims is Cade Mitchell. Yeah. Poor Cade. He's like a broken soul, bless him. And we just want to heal him. Stacey as well, bless her, she is not getting off lightly. Stacey has an abusive as fuck stepbrother who is twisted in the head. Clearly has got something mentally wrong with him, because he's got an absolute disgusting obsession with his stepsister. And we find out that when Cade and Stacey were together, her stepbrother Chris is actually the reason that they break up. Chris is a motherfucker. He is literally the cause of every flipping problem this girl's had since she was 15, and her dad's a dickhead for not believing her. Now that Chris is literally the reason they broke up, because Chris drugged her, let her be raped by a group, yeah, filmed it, and basically Stacey and Cade lost like 3 years of their flipping lives together. I'm just going to seal these so that it like hardens them up quickly, and while I wait for these to harden, I'm gonna quickly go ahead and like catch up the other hand. Right, that's done. Are they perfect? No, but it'll do. I haven't finished the third one yet. Lots of shit happens, and I'm not ready to know how it ends. So the last one's called, I don't know, I'll put it here, Restitution. That's what it's called, Restitution. Like, the author is setting me up to tear me down. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the colour. I will not be able to do the French tips if you're watching me, so bear with, and I'll show you them in a second. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking kind of cute. This part actually takes so long. It's been like, basically what I'm trying to say is, if you haven't read this series, you better go and read it, because I didn't know it was going to be this good. And also the spice is spicing. This book doesn't need the spice. Actually it does, because there's so much sexual tension, so it does need it, but the plot alone would be great without the spice. So you could technically skip if you're not into the spicy ones. But then if you're not into spicy books, Why are you on my page? I haven't checked anything to do with what the novellas or the spin-off or whatever you call it is, what characters this is like. I know nothing about it because I want it to be a complete surprise when I do go on to read them, if I go on to read them. I was worried that if I did go and have a look at them before I finish this series, that it would like give me a spoiler. But I'm really, really hoping that it's about Lucilia and Bash. That basically it's a mafia. It would be a mafia romance. And sorry, I'm trying to do this smile line. And it ain't going great. But we move. Tough. No one's going to be looking at them up close, right? Basically, we need the spin-off to be about them two, because the chemistry between them is ridiculous. So obviously Bernadette's gonna die, but I feel like someone's gonna come and save her, or try to save her, or something like that. And so I think someone's gonna try and come save her. And I think there's gonna, one of the primary characters is gonna die. I don't know which one. I kind of feel like they might kill Cade, but also surely not. Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting at the moment. Like, it's too good to be flipping true, do you know what I mean? But is that because they have all been through so much that now she's decided to be nice for them? She being the author of. Well, we've got the last of it in. I'm not really feeling these ones. I think I rushed them. No, I know I rushed them. They're not my best. I am sweaty, hot and tired, but we're done. They look shite, but it's okay. They can't all be winners, right? So with that, I'm probably going to go ahead and finish Restitution now. So by the time you see this, I'll have finished it, and I guess I'll know whether or not they got a happy ending or not. They swear to God they better. They actually better. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I say it every week, but every week is true. It was pure chaos. Definitely don't recommend trying to do this in whatever degree heat it is right now. But thank you for watching, and I will see you again next week for more Sunday self-care and spicy reads.